Today on Shred Show, we're talking about the Channel Islands' new flyer. In the middle of a fucking desert! I actually don't know what episode this is. Episode 387. For more boards by Channel Islands, Firewire, Lost, and more, check out ClaremontSurf.com. In the desert! Hello and welcome to Shred Show. I am your host, Chris Groh, and today I'm very excited. We're doing a board that a lot of people have asked for. Shout out, who is it most recently? B Warrior? Mr. Tool Skills asked for this board. I've also been talking to Blake Winters about this board on Twitter. Question really quick, what is your favorite surfboard manufacturer? Is it the guy next door in the garage? Is it one of the bigger companies? Is it a Rusty? Who is it? Because that would really help me in terms of knowing who I should reach out to, who I should get boards from. It doesn't have to be like a really big established shaper like a surfboard company either. If there's someone like Roberts or Cole in San Clemente or Bill Johnson that you really like, let me know, and whoever you guys are really into, I'll try to create relationships with those guys and we'll see if we can start featuring their boards. YouTube seems to really like us a lot because recently what they've been doing is they've been associating our channel, Surfboard Shred Show, with the big apparel companies like Billabong, Reef, Quicksilver, etc. And when people are subscribing to those clothing companies, YouTube is actually showing us, Little Surfboard Shred Show, as a suggested channel for people to subscribe to. I know that only like 4 people are watching this anyway, but in the off chance that anyone from YouTube is watching this video, thank you. If you haven't seen the show before, we talk about surfboards. If you like the video, click like. If you really like the video, click favorite. If you want to say hi, do so in the comments below, or say hi on Twitter at Chris Grow. We always start by giving our boards a rub because when you rub a surfboard, it feels really good. There's no other product on the planet that feels like a surfboard. One thing that we all know about the new flyer is that it's meant for surfing small waves. This is the 2013 redesign. And when we're surfing small waves, we don't have a very big face to work with if it's like a 2 or a 3 foot wave. So to try to do really long drawn out long drawn out turns on a really small wave won't really work because you end up out in the flats, out ahead of the wave. Because this is straight right here and it's straight right here and this tail right here really kind of just like pinches down in a straight way, it's not rounded, and that's going to take away a little bit of the flow in our turns, but what it is going to do is it's going to help us with quick direction changes. So with a tail like this that isn't meant to do these long arcing turns, it helps us do tight directional changes on little waves, small shoulders that are a little bit mushy. What you're going to see is a really gentle bump here. And if we look at this on the bottom, we're going to see that that really gentle bump happens right in front of the first 2 fins right here. It gives us a pivot point on the wave. So if we're surfing and we're going this way, we're on the wave right now, this point right here will actually help pivot in the water so we can go like this when we're pumping. It'll give us a fulcrum right here to push on so that we can pump and so that we can turn out on the shoulder. This of course is a squash tail, which makes sense given that it's a small wave shortboard. I have a straight edge and I always forget where it is. Single concave starting pretty early in the board. Looking at the single concave, we notice something happening right about here. Maybe you can see this if I try to angle this creatively. How there's a space showing the double concave right here. And we also have a concave running right here, not just one coming through. The single concave is quickly turning into a double. This is a pretty quick double concave. Why is that? Because on a small wave board, we really want to loosen up the board for our turns, and we really want to be able to plane as good as we can. On a small wave, we're not having much help from the wave in generating speed. It's not pushing us really hard. So what we have to do is we create this hollowed out area on the bottom of the board. We create a concave so it goes like this from rail to rail so that it gives some lift to the board. What we have with a double concave on the new flyer is we have 2 different concaves giving lift to each side of the board. That helps us with our turns. It helps loosen up our turns. It works really good for small waves. Shortboard rails. These rails are shortboard rails because we want to be able to surf this board in a performance-like manner. We want to do turns. A lot of people go and they buy boards like the new flyer because they want paddle power. They want to get into waves easy. So if you want to really try to bring shortboard style ripping to small waves, this is the board for you. But if you want the easiest paddler on the face of the planet, you're better off with a Fish or a 7.2, something like that. Looking at the rocker of this board, this has what Merrick and Channel Islands call a 2-stage rocker. It's flat, there's a flattish kind of a rocker going here through the body of the board, and then there's rocker in the nose, and there's rocker in the tail. This has less nose rocker and less tail rocker than most shortboards. It is wider and shorter than the last flyer that Merrick designed. If you've surfed one of these, please give us a review of your own below. If you like the video, click like, not the thumb, but the actual button. We really look forward to seeing you next time on Shred Show.